Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition.
The two legendary rappers, DMX and Jay-Z, came up together in the same era of rap, but they ultimately took very different paths. Although DMX tragically passed away before he left us, he made some shocking claims about his rival that many now see as a warning, and they might totally change how you feel about Jay-Z's place in hip-hop history. In 2012, DMX appeared on The Breakfast Club, and he opened up about when his career took a downward turn. When he was asked what happened, he shared the crazy story of the creation of his sixth album. And according to DMX, at the heart of the problem was the Def Jam label's new president, Jay-Z. He said that when Jay-Z first got the job, he called DMX to give him the green light to finish his album and start shooting videos. But then all of a sudden, Jay-Z switched up on DMX. DMX said that Jay-Z went on vacation with Beyonce, and when he came back, he said that he didn't know what to do with DMX's new work. DMX talked about his confusion and frustration, saying that all Jay-Z had to do was pick the singles from the album and make the videos. When things didn't pan out that way, DMX thought that he had a good idea about what Jay-Z's true intentions were. He believed that Jay-Z was trying to eliminate the competition. At this point, Jay-Z was officially retired from rap, but after stalling on his album, DMX was soon released from Def Jam. And all of a sudden, Jay-Z returned to rap himself with a comeback album. This was all DMX needed to know to conclude that he had been sabotaged by his old rival. At the time, the official line was that DMX had been let go because of stories about his ongoing struggles with substance addiction, but DMX never believed it, instead thinking that it was to do with his personal rivalry with Jay-Z. DMX's album struggled, while Jay-Z's comeback album was a huge success. Obviously, this must have been a bitter pill for DMX to swallow. However, he chose not to keep bringing it up and instead simply continued doing his own thing. And while Jay-Z might have won that battle, for many hip-hop fans, he's ultimately lost the war. Jay-Z has a billion-dollar empire and is considered one of the all-time greats. But although DMX is no longer with us, for many, he's still the people's champ. And for a lot of fans, he's now a figure to rally behind for all those who don't believe that Jay-Z is who he says he is. Many people claim that Jay-Z had power and secrets that controlled others in the music industry. Fellow rapper Pimp C also suggested that there were betrayals, and he questioned Beyonce's role in Jay-Z's plans before his untimely passing. DMX and Jay-Z were rivals in the late 90s, both competing to dominate New York rap. Their crews had confrontations that sometimes got heated and even dangerous. They had completely different public images, with DMX being raw, intense, and full of energy, while Jay was more smooth and polished. Fans loved DMX for always seeming so real. They saw him as more authentic than Jay-Z. When Jay-Z became president of Def Jam, he became DMX's boss. Fans believed that Jay-Z used his power to control the industry and block competitors. DMX, however, was seen as the real one who lived the life he rapped about. Fans respected DMX for staying authentic, even as Jay-Z grew more corporate. Right now, Jay-Z is one of the most powerful men in hip-hop, but the ongoing scandal involving another rap kingpin might cause some trouble for Jay-Z too. He has repeatedly found his name connected to Diddy amid his ongoing problems with the law over the most horrific allegations. One of the most prominent figures who has been calling Diddy out for years is singer Jaguar Wright, but Jaguar has also accused Jay-Z and his wife Beyonce of being aware of Diddy's actions, even suggesting that they were complicit in some of them. She made these scandalous accusations in an interview with Piers Morgan. However, these claims were later edited out of the interview following legal requests. While Jaguar made strong allegations, no charges have been filed against Jay-Z or Beyonce, and they have both denied any wrongdoing. Nevertheless, Jaguar's comments added fuel to ongoing speculation about Diddy and the music industry in general. One name that looks destined to stay protected from the fallout of Diddy's empire is DMX. Despite a bunch of legal troubles of his own during his life, fans now only remember him for always keeping things real while he was here. But although he was loved for his authenticity, the final years of DMX's life were marked by serious financial pain. In the months following the tragic news of his passing, it was revealed that DMX left no will behind regarding his estate. While this alone was surprising enough, reports also came out about the estate that he left behind. It was estimated to actually be made up of millions of dollars worth of debt. Considering the extent of DMX's success in both rapping and acting, this was pretty bizarre. During his career, he sold more than 75 million albums. In the late 90s, he reached the top of the charts with massive hits like Party Up and X Gon' Give It To You. He followed this with an insane 5 #1 albums in a row, which no rapper had ever done before. This incredible run resulted in DMX getting 3 Grammy Awards in the 2000s. After this, he was a hip-hop superstar, and he used this platform to embark on a second successful career path as an actor. He appeared in popular movies like Cradle to the Grave and Exit Wounds. So, with all this success, what happened that meant that he had such a huge debt at the time of his passing? Well, apparently Sadly, DMX faced financial and legal problems throughout his life, and some of it proved to be seriously bad for him. Between 2010 and 2015, his albums were reported to have brought DMX over $2.3 million. However, he actually filed for bankruptcy in 2013, claiming to have no more than $50,000 in assets. He also claimed that he owed over $1 million to a number of different creditors. Despite this, his bankruptcy claim was denied in court in November of that year. This meant that he still owned all of this huge debt. It was actually the first of 3 separate occasions on which DMX filed for bankruptcy. Much of the cause of DMX's crazy debt was due to the number of children he fathered with several different women. It's hard to say how different things might have been for DMX if he had not been sabotaged by Jay-Z, but regardless of the different paths their careers took, it's DMX whose legacy now looks untarnished. Whether or not we'll be able to say the same for Jay-Z in the near future, we'll have to wait and see. But what do you guys think about all this? Are you repping Jay-Z or DMX? Let me know in the comments below.